I was living in my Grammy's Lanai, going to Full Sail for computer.
Wait, so they're telling us the story?
Yeah. I was working. Hey, shout out Full Sail.
Start over. Go back to that line again.
I was living in my Grammy.
Welcome to Florida Men on Florida Man with Josh Mills and Wayne McCarty, the podcast where Floridians discuss the legends and the lore and the crazy stories that always seem to take place in
Florida.
Happy summer, everybody. It's officially hot in Florida.
Ooh.
It's officially hot.
How does
Yes.
it feel today?
Well, the heat index, I think, is at like a, I don't know, 1400 or something like that. I mean, it's boiling out there.
Yeah, a bit of humidity out in the air.
Is
We're getting into the time of year where some days it just feels like you walk outside and you're swimming.
Yeah.
Yes,
so-
dude. I remember walking to the mailbox and then coming back in and being sweaty
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
thinking, WTF.
My
The
favorite,
mailbox was 7 feet away.
my favorite thing non-Floridians say is like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, our heat's different. You don't have like this.
It's still hot, dude.
It's like, I mean, brother,
Yeah, I know.
heat is heat, dude. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, I will say now Florida has
Nothing
that
like
like
Florida heat.
that
though.
humidity,
Nothing's like
the
Florida heat.
mosquitoes. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that goes
Yeah.
into it that makes it worse for
Right.
sure. But I also like don't get into heat comparison with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I
You
don't want
can't.
I don't want to
Talk
do
about
that.
a black top in July. And
Come
you're,
on.
And you're walking and you're like, where's my car?
Yeah.
It's
You're
gone.
dead.
It
Yeah.
melted.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of the heat, I saw, we've got the World Cup coming up
That's
starting this
right,
week.
that's
kicking
right.
off. And,
Oh, is the Miami Heat playing?
Yes, they are.
Mm.
And I saw that some teams were, I guess, struggling a little bit with the
heat index?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
acclimatized, huh?
Yeah, there's a couple teams. I think there's maybe
Antarctica?
6 to 8 teams that are training in Florida specifically. And yeah, they were really feeling the heat, if you will.
Wow.
Well, I
Is
do.
that why baseball did their games down here? Spring training? Is that
For
why they
spring
do that
training?
here? Yeah.
Yeah, I
A
guess
lot
the
of teams
off-season,
do train down here. I will say on this episode we got some delightful stuff for you. We got some headlines coming up here, and then for the icebreaker, some listener letters. I believe, Josh, did you collect some listener?
Yeah,
letters?
no. I mean, Luke told me I'm out of the email again.
He locked you out of the email again.
Yeah. So he said he'll do it.
Okay. We changed the passwords to the email once a month, and that's just to keep hackers and
Y'all are
Josh
just
out.
rotating. I figured it out. Y'all are rotating the front letter to the back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's the password now? Do you know offhand? You want to take a guess at it? Or?
Scrumptious, because it's usually scrumptious.
Uh-huh.
Scrumptious. Hey, headlines.
Hello, Joshua.
What's up?
So everybody gets to talk about stuff that's close to their heart, you know?
Come on.
Yeah.
And, fundraisers and stuff for their, broken wrist.
Right.
Right.
That's coming up. That's coming up next week.
Okay.
But what
cool.
I would like to talk about, that's something that's close to home, is SpaghettiOs.
Oh, you love those. You do love SpaghettiOs.
I
Dude,
do love it.
spaghettios are
okay.
good, man.
All right, I'm going to admit this. I'm a two-canner.
No.
Not bird-wise.
Okay, I was gonna say, are we
yeah.
talking about a bird eating spaghetti or?
Okay. Yeah. Well, so I do a double can. That's the sound that it makes when you try to shake it out.
Right. You've done
I've
it
heard
too
it
many times, man.
thousands of times.
You've done it too many times, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I sound
Ain't
like
it?
that
I'm
after
a-
a visit to
I'm a-
Golden Corral too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Schedio and meatball guy. I don't
Okay.
I don't raw dog Schedios.
No,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
I need some protein.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you gotta
right.
throw some meatballs in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, so that's how I do it. How
cool.
this family did it is not that way. Woman claims she found worms moving in her daughter's SpaghettiOs.
Brother,
Oh
I
no!
hate that. I hate that. What in the
Yes,
world?
same.
In the can?
Yeah.
So she
Well,
poured it
this-
out of the can, and the worms were
This
in
is
there.
where it gets tricky. And I'm no attorney, but you guys are,
Okay,
legally
Right.
speaking,
Yes, we are.
right?
Yep.
Okay. So obviously the quote is found worms moving, right?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Mary Hubbard, Okeechobee County. They filed a lawsuit against Campbell's and Walmart. They're going for deep
Dang.
pockets.
Okay.
They said it's
Now-
Campbell's fault and it's Walmart's fault for
Yeah.
not checking the can.
For not checking.
Yeah,
not
no, for
X-raying
sure.
for
Someone's
moving.
getting sued, bro, one way or the other.
Dang, that's crazy.
Hubbard said that she purchased the food from Walmart, and she and her daughter developed parasitic infections and other medical complications from the alleged contamination.
Wow.
Did she eat the SpaghettiOs too? How did she eat? What?
That's
That-
That's
query,
a good
right?
question, actually.
Yeah.
You've noticed it's moving.
Mhm.
You have probably microwaved it,
right.
unless you're raw dogging it out of the can. And this is how it sounds coming out of the can.
Right. Yeah. No, so here's my thing. A worm that a microwave doesn't kill is stressful.
Is that yeah?
Yeah,
I mean,
we would
that's
call those
stressful.
Earthworms.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure. That is
dune
that-
worms.
Oh,
yeah, because
yeah.
so here's my thing though. How does it say anywhere how old the kid is? Because dude, I mean, if the kid's young,
7 years old also.
that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
dude. So that's the age of accountability for in some states, and that
Yeah.
would be like a lot of younger kids will be more susceptible to parasitic illnesses and so on and so forth. So
The pickle is, if you saw it moving, why'd you eat it?
Yeah.
and that's what
Well-
a good defense attorney would say.
To defend their case,
Yes.
if you will, I have
Uh-huh.
had parasites.
Really?
And- yeah, and I didn't know that I was consuming them.
Okay.
Somehow.
Okay.
Oh, do you have to consume them? You can't take them any other way?
I don't. That's a good question, actually. So
Thank you.
I was in a foreign country. I drank some bad water,
Mission trip.
got parasites,
Okay.
and
Oh,
I'll tell
did
you,
what they told you not to do. Drink
yeah,
the water.
yeah, that was me, and I'll tell you what, it
Yeah.
it takes
felt it?
a lot of trips to the bathroom to get rid of them.
Let me
things.
ask you this: for 75,000, would you do it again?
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, because that's what they're suing for.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Only 75,000.
Yeah, they should be charging more for that.
I was about to say, man, like I'm not a very litigious person, but if I'm going to be, I'm going to go for more than 75K.
75,000. And also in the world of cell phone cameras,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
if
I mean-
you've seen moving worms in your SpaghettiOs, boom, filming it.
That I
100%.
I will say that
Yeah.
anytime there's a video that's less than 6 seconds long, or there's like
Yeah.
not a video attached to it, I assume whatever is being claimed didn't happen.
So
lie.
they're
I would-
claiming this and they don't have any proof.
They don't, it doesn't tell in the story if they have proof, but Walmart just like is saying like, hey, health and safety is our number one priority.
Yeah, they have to say that.
Well, they would be
Yeah.
able to test the supply to see what was in there, I would assume. I
You'd
mean,
think so. Yeah. And honestly, I'm excited about a parasitic worm that's not killed by microwaves.
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing here is how can we weaponize that, right?
Is that the screw worm that's happening?
in Texas right now, it's a big deal, man.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah.
had 2
Screw
confirmed
you.
cases, and they're saying that in some of the conservative estimates that Texas will lose 90% of their cattle this year.
That's crazy.
It's
What about
at-
the
it's-
liberal
This
estimates?
sounds like
The liberal estimate is no cattle are going to be gone.
the Yellowstone show.
Yeah.
I don't
what
watch
I-
right wing stuff.
What I want to know is which Walmart was this that she bought it from, because they're about to give away, or they're going to have to get rid of a lot of Campbell's.
Oh, you're saying go
and
dumpster diving?
I
after
want it.
this.
Come on,
Yeah.
Jess is like, I've been through it once, I'll do it again.
Okeechobee Walmart.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Yeah, we could call them live on the air and ask them what they're doing with that worm spaghetti.
Let's go ahead
Okay,
and dial them up.
let's do it.
You guys got any more of that worm SpaghettiOs?
Hey,
That's wild. Jess, did you have a headline?
I do. And this is, I think this is just stereotypical Florida.
Okay.
So you guys are going to like this one.
Give me 1 second here.
Calling your local Walmart. Open daily from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I just-
They're going to call you
Go
back
ahead.
in 5 minutes. Sir, we
know.
received a call from you.
Yeah.
Okay, so a bizarre arrest was caught on video as police officers hopped onto paddleboards to chase after a suspect
No
who ran
way.
away and jumped into a river in Florida.
I love that. I love a good
Honestly,
police
it's
paddleboard
scary when a
story,
cop
dude.
can do more than run and shoot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Isn't this
Yeah.
just like, this is only going to happen in Florida, right?
Honestly, yes.
And I also
Or
imagine
California, but probably Florida.
Yeah, and I also imagine like it's like they don't train for that. There's not
Yeah.
like a paddleboard training, I don't think, in police academy.
Well,
So this suspect must have been someone they were like, we gotta get him
Well,
because
it's interesting. So I found this story on Instagram,
Okay.
and there's a video. So they had like the police chest cam
Cop stuff on.
footage, yeah. And so there's two policemen, and they're standing talking to the guy, and then
Okay.
he kind of like slowly starts to step away, and then
Okay.
decides, okay, I'm gonna take off now.
yeah.
And
They're like,
and
sir,
he's taking off
sir.
on what?
Yep. He just starts running towards the water, and then you see the police chase after him, and then there's footage of however many minutes later, like helicopter footage of two
too
policemen
much.
on paddle boards going down the river, and the guy is swimming away.
Dude, that is so funny to
Can
me.
we say water should be safe, like
Yeah.
base?
Right.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
If I'm running from a crime, I'll jump in water. I'm gonna ruin my clothes, but I should be good.
Well, I mean, here's my thing though, dude. I think if I'm a crook or whatever this guy did, and he's trying to get away,
What are you
And-
in the 1800s?
Well, that's a funny part too. The article doesn't even say what the guy did or what he was like being
okay.
interrogated for. All that they
Probably
cared
not
about was
submitting
the
to
fact
authority.
the fact that he was chased down on paddle boards.
That's cool.
Down the
though.
river.
if I look over
Yeah.
my shoulder though, and the cops are paddleboarding after me, I'm giving up because I'm like, these guys are serious, man.
Yeah, so
you know
he
what
eventually
I mean?
did, and they like arrested him
Oh.
in the water.
There you water
Oh my
arrest is
God.
Yeah, in the
nuts,
water.
dude.
Yeah.
It is wild,
Well, you
dude.
can't hold a paddle and a gun, right?
That's
can't shoot you.
okay.
so point break, dude, right
Challenge
there.
accepted.
Well, without special training, yeah.
So on Instagram, under the comments, the first comment, the top one, is just somebody with they wrote out emojis: heart, praying hands, heart, praying hands, heart, praying hands, strong arm.
Whoa, dude, that means a lot. Honestly, if I get one of those comments, I'm like, you do better.
Let's go.
I'm like, this is awesome.
No, that's very Florida, dude. So I found one that I feel like I wanted to pay homage to because it's from Louisiana, Josh's birth state.
My birth
wow,
state.
yes.
Spent a
Josh's
year
birth
there.
state.
I'm technically considered Cajun.
Yes.
Mm.
Now
That's
I got
why
a
I
Kate.
like spicy food.
Yeah, you're seasoned.
Yeah, he is seasoned, dude. Look at him. He's not a normal white. I'll tell you
Blackened,
that
they
much.
call it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
you can't say
Interesting.
that. You
Wow.
can't say that.
Yeah.
I can't say blackened, like blackened fish and blackened shrimp.
We should move
Not
on.
in
Blackened
referring to
Josh.
yourself.
You had a headline, right?
Yeah. So now, when I read this headline, I was convinced it was a Florida Man headline the entire time.
Of course.
Uh-huh.
Because of the energy is so Florida Man.
Oh.
And
okay,
your
okay.
bias.
And I am biased. And
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I found out it wasn't Florida Man, I'm like, I'm still gonna do it because I got to.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
And Josh.
A Louisiana man was basically running from the cops.
Normal.
They felt like he was pulled over initially, and they told him that they could smell it on his breath. They
Mhm.
wanted him to
Alcohol.
do right. They
Okay.
wanted him to do a test and all this different
Yeah.
stuff or whatever. Homeboy takes off, starts driving.
Well, they say, "Will you blow in my face?"
Right, and he
And
does it
they're
a
like,
little
"I can
bit,
smell alcohol."
and they sniff and they
Yeah.
go, yeah. So then he speeds away. The cops get into their cars and they start pursuing him.
Uh-huh.
They
love
pursue
it.
him to a swamp, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
abandons his car and runs into the swamp to get away from the police.
Dude, that's base.
That's home base.
Yep.
And the cops kind of respected home base initially. They're standing at the edge of the water, going, "Well, we're
These
not
are
going in
Louisiana
there."
cops, though, too, right?
Yeah.
And they're built different, I've heard.
Yeah.
True. I can imagine.
But they're all on the shoreline watching this guy, and this is how we know the story happened because we have the body cam footage from the police officers who are watching it happen.
yeah.
As the guy's fleeing across the swamp, he gets attacked by an alligator.
No.
Okay, well.
Yes. And he fights
Oh,
off.
so it's like, what would you rather be in the woods with, an alligator or cops?
That's a perfect
Yeah,
question.
he's got to make a choice.
He's got to make a choice.
Alligator.
He goes into the water.
Yeah.
He's fighting this alligator. And while he's struggling with the alligator, the cops just kind of go around the other side of the water. And he gets away from the alligator. He gets out on the opposite side, and they're just waiting for him. And they arrest him on the other side of.
No,
So this
I
guy
think
just
it's free.
fought and won against an alligator, and
Yeah.
then he gets arrested.
Yeah, exactly.
And these cops are like, these cops are like, fine, we'll fight you next.
Yeah, dude. And what's funny about that is, again, if I had not mentioned Louisiana, that's such a Florida
Yeah,
story.
That's insane,
Right away, you're
dude.
like, but I love the idea that, like, it's similar to a Florida cop. If you're running away and you get into a water, that's why the paddleboard story is so shocking because it's like most Florida cops
gotta
know,
know.
like, we'll let the
like,
gators get you.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
if you're jumping in the water, the
Or
gators can
water
have at you.
moccasins or something.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, they're way worse. Like,
for sure.
people write in constantly asking if like gators are like as big of a threat
No,
as
those are
we.
docile babies.
They're
Brother,
like lizards.
they are.
Yeah.
The water moccasins are terrifying
Chase you
Yeah.
down.
because they travel in packs
No shot.
And no
and-
legs.
and no legs. And when it's mating season, they communally will wrap themselves up in what they call a snake ball.
Sex ball.
Hundreds of mating snakes in a giant ball. That's a real thing.
And you know how fast that ball can move when it wants
oh, it
to.
rolls like a tumbleweed, baby.
It'll roll you over.
Yeah, it will.
Hey, Vels.
Hello, Joshua. How are you, sir?
Hey, Joshua.
Good. Well, I'm kind of TO'd, actually.
Why is that?
Because I tried the password that I knew it was.
Okay, for the email.
Yeah, scrumptious.
Okay, yes.
99.
Now I got to change it.
And then you rotated the S, so it's scrumptious. It's scrumptious with 2 S's. 99. And it didn't work. And so I couldn't prepare for the icebreaker.
Well, because the S goes at the end of the 99.
Can I just say
that's
that
Oh
in-
my gosh.
the idea of any password being crumptious99 is so funny.
Well,
like
no, 'cause
that's
it's scrumptious.
well, right.
It was scrumptious.
And we- and
now
now
it's gonna
we're-
be scrumptious.
This
And now
guy
all of
over
our
here.
listeners are going to be like, let's check the FMOFM email, and they're
No,
going to be
we'll
trying
change
to
it.
sign
We'll
in.
change it. We'll change it. We'll change it.
Okay.
Rumptious 99.
Rumptious. That's what I'm waiting for it to get to.
So,
Is
so when
rumptious99.
when you said, "Hey, I'm gonna go through the email. I'm gonna find
Yeah.
letters about summer that we can
Yes.
answer," you didn't do any
Yes.
work.
I couldn't. No, I was blocked.
You could ask me
It's
for the
a IP
password.
block Lord VPN.
Yeah, use NordVPN. You could ask me for the password.
So, nah, I don't need to do the extra step.
So what's
So-
you just want me to?
Luckily, Luke has
Look through
the
now?
emails. in
our
front of
listener
him.
letters that were
Can
submitted.
you type search and summer? and
Sorry, one
filter?
second. Crumptious.
He has to sign in
Yeah,
real
okay,
fast.
yeah, I'm logged in. I'm
He's
logged
signing
in.
it real fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
Now
searching for the
filter
word
by
summer.
the word
Oh
summer.
my god, we
yeah.
have so many emails.
I told you, dude. It's because I
Looks-
put that post out. Tell
looks
us
like-
your summer story.
Well,
I looked up
our
summer. It
listeners-
looks like 5 emails popped up.
Well, I want to say this to our listeners. Please write into our Gmail. You can write into Florida Men at Florida Men
Don't
at.
sign into our Gmail.
Don't sign into our Gmail.
Don't sign in, but write to Florida Men at fmofm.com. Or on the website, falafel.com. There's
Oh,
a spot
that's
at the
better.
bottom. You can
We might
contact
have a phone
us.
number still. I don't know.
We might have a phone number still. We don't pay our bills, so we'll see. But we got some listener letters. Luke's burping right now.
No, I had a big yawn.
Yeah,
and
hold on.
No, it was a
I was
burp.
trying to get
It wasn't a
Wayne to
yawn.
vamp, but he couldn't. So let's see. Summer questions. Let's beat the heat,
Okay.
fellas.
Okay.
Friends.
I'm ready.
Serious question. Where's the line between teaching life skills and bad parenting? Tell me
I
about
don't know.
it. It's hot. HAWT. My kids want a pool, but we can't have an above ground pool in my neighborhood. We can have half buried above ground pools. Here's the kebab though. The 21 round 52 deep Embassy Sterling is $3K easy. So good
Okay.
deal, yeah? The problem
Yeah.
is digging.
Okay.
Yeah? No way an
Yeah.
excavator can fit back here. I told my family, but my pre-tweens, Tobias and Christ T, said if we dig it, can you buy it? I told them to do
What?
their research first.
If you dig it, can we buy it?
If
that
we
like a
dig it,
Field of
can you buy it?
Dreams?
Yeah, if we build it, they will come. I told them to do the research first. 10 minutes later, they told me we got to market and call utilities.
Okay. All right, Tobias, dude. My man does
When I
research.
was a kid, I dug holes, big holes. It was fun. So I said, sure. We went out and spray painted the circle and then called utilities. We went to Tools
Okay.
Plus and
Responsible.
bought a wheeled barrel and shovels. $250 gone. Here's the kabam. I sat down, did the math. A 21 foot circle, 3 feet deep, is 39 cubic yards of dirt, which is 90,000 pounds. My 2 preteens have a good life and it shows. This will easily take them all summer, if not a year. I don't have anything lined up for them to do this summer, so this helps, but it
Okay.
feels wrong. Do I stop them? Do I let them try? From Hole in My Heart, Hank.
Hole in my heart,
Aw.
Hank. First off,
Oh,
thanks for
that's
listening
nice.
to our show, Hank. And
Yeah.
what were the kids'
You
names
send him,
again?
send him a free laptop.
Pre-tween Tobias and Christ T.
Christ T and Tobias.
Christ T.
Now, Hank, we'll send you some merch, man. Reach out to us.
Yeah.
But
Right.
listen, what's the question
You said
here?
90,000 pounds? of
Apparently
dirt?
90,000 pounds of dirt. I'm checking their math.
Is the
here.
question like that preteens shouldn't be forced to dig their
Or the
family pool, or like what's the like?
yeah, like
Is it child abuse
is it bad?
to let him do it?
I will say
If
that
they want to dig it. Well, here's the thing.
Well, you
actually,
don't want a half dug lawn though.
well, kids
you
need to
can't
have
give up.
kids need to have chores and responsibilities, right?
his math is wrong. So it's not going to be 90,000 pounds. It's going to be less.
Hole in the Heart Hank has bad math.
Bad math because
Huh?
he's a 52-inch deep pool,
Okay.
Okay.
and so divide that in half is only 26 inches.
Okay.
So that's like only like 2
Okay.
feet deep. Is how deep he
Okay.
needs it.
Okay.
So let's
Okay.
say like it's only 70,000, 60,000.
Yeah.
pounds of
Oh,
dirt.
okay.
Well, you're
Well,
the
then now
math
we're
guy. We
talking.
trust you, bro. I
Why
mean,
am I
Yeah,
the
yeah,
math guy?
60,000.
what's that?
Why am I the math
Asian.
guy? Okay, yeah, it's true. So, I mean, honestly, if I wanted to dig a hole
Okay.
all summer, and my parents were like, "Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
digging a hole all summer."
Well, if
What
you
about with your twin brother?
Christ T and Tobias?
Yeah.
Well, now here's my
I'm
thing,
pretty
though.
sure my childhood was really just go out in the woods and dig holes.
Yeah, dude. And the end
Whoa.
result here is a pool.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
Okay.
I'll say
One
this
time I
to,
got sent to a camp for like bad kids, had to dig holes like all day
Yeah,
long.
dig holes.
But see, this is part of the question that Hank is asking: is that okay,
Okay,
for
is
kids
that
to dig
bad?
holes as punishment or as like?
But
you-
it's for a reward.
I don't know. I can't speak on it. I don't have
I,
preteen boys.
I think this is a good parent who's just not confident in himself, you know?
I'm gonna look off camera at
you
Symphony
be
and
that?
Emily. I think we need a
Yeah.
female opinion. Is it wrong for two
Oh.
preteen kids to be forced to dig holes?
They're not forced, they want to.
Just yes or no from Symphony and
but
Emily.
They
they
wanna
can't
dig the
stop.
holes.
Like I'm not taking a 1 foot hole.
Both girls say it's wrong.
It's wrong?
That's
Like
what they
you're
said.
digging
they
to
can take as-
completion.
they
or
can take as
you're-
long as
or
they
you're
want.
Not.
Yeah, but here's the
So,
thing.
so are you going to be the bad parent and tell them you can't dig a hole?
It's
I
just gonna
hate-
keep filling in though, unless they do it like right.
My children are princesses, so that
Right.
so I'm a bad person
Yeah.
to ask for this question
And you have
to.
a pool, an
And I do
underground
have a pool,
Yeah.
underground pool dug
Yeah.
by non-preteens.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
will
Allegedly.
say, yeah, allegedly. I think I think Tobias and Christ T needs some chores that lead up to that level of chore. You can't
Practice
just
chores.
practice chores. You can't just start digging a pool. I think you got to start by maybe
Like
digging,
man without a face.
or maybe digging
dig
a
this
septic
hole.
a septic tank in the backyard
That's
or something.
deeper.
Ooh, nice.
But smaller,
leach
it's a smaller
field.
print
Yeah,
though. Is
leach
what I'm
field.
saying.
So why
that's
why
a
don't
small
you just have them
footprint.
start in the center, dig a small hole, and then we'll work their way
And then
out?
the
Now
next
it's got a
summer
small
expand
hole
it.
in the yard.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back on. I'm back
You-
on
you-
team. Let
you
kids
No.
dig.
You could put a mini trampoline in there, you know?
Let the kids dig. You know what I mean?
Not for
Hank
me.
T.
Not for me. As the non-dad, you got 2 months. If
To
it's
dig
not
that
done,
pool,
I'm filling
or-
it in.
Oh
But
wow.
but you can't get an excavator back there, so you're personally going to go fill it all in?
I'll fill it in myself out of spite.
All right.
I'm angry dad.
Hank T, you
Next
hear
up.
this? Go ahead.
Guys and Emily. Oop. Not Emily.
Oh,
up
wow!
here.
Shout out, Emily.
We're living in my post-life. We are
What?
living in my post-life aunt's 5,000 square foot house.
Post life's on.
I'm
She's
gonna guess
dead.
dead.
Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
5,000 square feet house. She never
Cool.
she never had central HVAC and only lived out of one room. I have window units all over the house, but of course it's still hot in here. Hashtag Nelly and the Saint Lunatics.
Yeah.
Sometimes right before bed, just to cool down, we grab a flavor ice popsicle from the garage freezer. Problem
Cool.
is, I think my 15-year-old is addicted.
Wow.
In such a big house, I can't keep track of him, and he is def eating more than he should. When my dad caught me smoking cigarettes, he made me smoke a new pack of them, 26. I hated them cigarettes after that. Now you know where I'm going.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
think
preface
so.
this. He, parentheses Larry, can eat 10 back-to-back without blinking, all
His
solid
name's
froze.
Larry?
No drip.
His kid's name's Larry.
Can I force my kid Larry to eat a case, and will it have the effect I want? FYI, a case of flavor ice has 200 pops in it. Is it
Whoa.
abuse or a life lesson? And that's from Mr. Freeze.
Dude, that's a good. Oh, cool.
I'm thinking we got to put them in contact with Hank.
Oh, the pool digger.
Yeah,
I think we got to call CPS.
I think you give those
You
kids
think
200.
200 is too much?
The sugar in that hole is getting dug in an hour.
Oh, I see what you're
Oh,
saying.
yeah,
So
it's a
Larry,
threesome.
Christ T, and Tobias,
Tobias.
with their popsicles, they
Right.
dig the pool, hyped up on
Yeah.
sugar, while
Then
Mr.
it
Freeze
breaks.
and Hank hang out and
yeah,
drink beer.
breaks Larry's addiction.
Yeah, Larry's 15. The other ones are just preteens.
So
Preteens, yeah.
first
Oh,
off,
the
Mr.
boss
Freeze,
man, then
if you
the
don't
foreman.
send
Sorry, pre-tweens.
pre-tweens,
So 10.
yeah, 9 or 10, I guess. Well, if you don't send in your real name, we can't send you merch, by
Larry's
the
a
way.
group
So you
leader.
got to send us your real name. But Mr.
No,
Freeze
yeah.
is funny. Dude, I don't know, man. Josh, what would you say off just the?
Oh well, I'm pulling up something. You can't see my screen.
yeah.
I'm just seeing what the flavor variety.
Well, they asked Emily.
is.
There's too much of a good
Emily,
thing.
yes or no? What do you think?
Okay.
No, that can't. Emily says no. Don't do
No,
that.
okay.
Don't do that.
Lemon, lime, orange, berry
There is
punch,
such
strawberry,
thing as too much of a
tropical
good thing.
punch, grape.
You know?
That's a good question. Like, I mean, is there such a thing as too much of something good? Right.
Never.
Right.
No.
Yeah. And so, look,
Yes.
No. Yeah.
you're
Probably.
writing into your favorite podcast to ask
Could it kill 'em?
parenting advice. No, it won't. It won't.
No.
200
It
sugar
give you a
pops.
belly
Wouldn't
ache.
kill-
It's not gonna kill you. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
and that is kind of what's wrong with this generation. If I'm being honest with you, is like all the
Okay.
food allergies and all like when I was a kid, I could have crushed 200 pops, dude. And I think that's the real difference between millennials and then whatever.
Yeah.
these
We
kids
can
are-
crush a flavor ice.
Oh, dude,
Right.
I can. Yeah, 100%.
Now, would you let me melt them?
That's a good question.
Just
That's a
half and
really
half.
good question. That's a really good question.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
want them
okay,
all the
wait a
way. I don't
minute.
want them warm. I want them half and half, though.
So you take a 200 pack, you cut them all open, and they're melted. How much liquid is in there?
It's
you
not
think?
a lot of liquid, dude.
Not a lot
I
of
think
liquid.
the good parent that wants to be mean is keeping them frozen solid.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's
'Cause
where the abuse
You said the
comes in.
garage freezer. Yeah, that's
Right.
probably cold.
That's a good. But I'm just saying, it's really not that much, honestly.
I think
You
if you were to
Like,
cut,
I'm sure that much
Okay,
in like
let's
soda is probably worse.
I think 10 melted pops is probably 8 ounces of juice. And so if you do that math, what's 20 times 8, Luke?
160.
160.
So 160
I
ounces.
visualized the calculator in my head doing that.
All right, a flavor ice is approximately 12 inches long.
Says who?
Okay. So
The,
how
the
much-
internet, I don't
How
know.
much
Yeah,
liquid
okay.
is in it?
Well, I'm not worried about liquid. We're talking about 200 feet
We're
of
talking
liquid.
about liquid. We just what? No, we talked about melting it.
Guys, this is
Okay,
serious
hold
parenting advice. We need to give this
Yeah.
guy an answer. This is real.
Okay, how long?
I went to reply to his email and it says his email is no longer in service.
Okay, Mr. Freeze.
So-
If you're listening, dude, if you're listening to this at your
It's
post,
probably a fake email.
I'm upset.
Is it more liquid if it's frozen? Huh. Good
No,
question.
it's the same amount of liquid.
But think about it. Solid
All right,
now.
so,
Now it's kind of like
Mr. Freeze,
it's taking away your heat.
right?
let him have 100 and then see how it goes.
1.5 ounces.
King Solomon
is
cutting the baby in
is
half.
the-
Same energy
is
here.
the liquid.
Give him 100.
1.5
Let's see how
ounce
they
per
do.
one popsicle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So why am I doing this
Let's
now?
just the popsicle math real fast, if you don't mind.
I don't know why I did 1.5
I'm sure it's
times
been
200.
done.
It's
That's 300 ounces.
Yeah.
Okay.
300
What the hell
ounces.
does 300 ounces
Yeah,
look
what does
like?
300 ounces look like?
Well, how many ounces are in a gallon, right? That's a good visual. A gallon of milk.
64?
64 ounces?
2.3 gallons.
It seems like a lot of liquid, end of day.
But is it one over the course of a summer? Because I can drink
No,
two.
he's saying like his dad made him smoke
same
20
day, you
cigarettes.
gotta break the habit.
Yeah, yellow popsicles.
in
We
one
got to give
sitting?
good advice here. Someone's waiting.
I say
I say feed him to the kid.
feed them to the kid, man. Make them strong and see how they turn out, and then blame it on the dollop or some other show if something bad goes wrong.
Yeah.
Dollop.
Can I drink 300 ounces?
And while he looks that up, question number 3.
Go ahead.
So I'm part
9
of the,
liters of water.
That's a lot. That's a lot of popsicle juice.
So I'm part of
That's
the
a
Irish Traveler, or was. We got a
What?
bad rap from pulling scams, but we're on the up and up. Except me. I don't know my kid's birthday. How can I ask them? A caravan burned down and I ended up with amnesia from the smoke inhalation. I know my kids and hubby, RIP, r/were my family. I just don't know the wrong
Right.
birthday because all of our records were burnt up. # Jack Crispy style. Who do I ask without seeming insane? Anti-aging Annie.
Annie,
Wow.
thanks for listening to our show.
You said she's an Irish traveler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she lost her memory in some kind of caravan fire.
Hold on. There's a link.
Don't click it.
Okay.
Don't
to
click
a
the link,
St.
Luke.
Augustine article from 2012.
Really?
Irish Traveler scam warning issued. So this is a real thing.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
Wayne, you got a lot of explaining to do.
Well, I don't have any Annie in my family, so it's not a McCarty. Perhaps some kind of offshoot, off-brand Irish. But I think you do this. I think if your kid
What was
was
the question?
she had lost her memory in a caravan fire. She forgot
Trying
her
to figure out
child's
how her
birthday.
kid.
Her husband's dead. Post-life.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
that's
post-life.
sad,
Post-life.
Right.
So
Yeah, post-life.
Maybe she forgot she asked the question.
I say this, Annie.
I did.
I think you be upfront with your kid. Are they? Do we know if they're?
Because if they're caravan people, they don't have like real records, huh?
Right, exactly. Are they
born in the
pre-tween? Do we
van.
know the kids are pre-tween? Because that makes a
Doesn't
difference.
say. They might. But I think the kids are dead.
She
Said
doesn't
rest in
know.
peace.
Oh, the kids passing the fire?
No, I think the dad's rest in peace. The kids are alive.
Yeah, the kids are alive, bro. That's how I received
It's
it.
one
Ah.
rip, not 2 rips.
Annie,
I know my kids and hubby, rest in peace, /were my family.
were my fan. Oh,
I'm a little more
no.
interested in the
R.
St. Augustine
No, that's
article.
that's an R/were.
This St. Augustine article is saying that a lady had an Irish man knock on her door.
Well, it said a band of gypsies, I believe.
It's a whole group in
You
a
can't
big
call 'em
in a
gypsies.
big rig diesel truck. There were about 5 of them. They had a small boy with them, and they offered to fix their driveway.
Textbook Irish travelers.
Offering to fix a driveway, and I guess that's the scam.
Annie, you got to ask them up front, or I guess if they're passed on, then you got to find some sort of certificate or something. But
Why
I
is
mean,
it important? End of day.
well, here's the thing. That's why I assumed the kids were with us because why would it matter if you
It's
don't know their
everyone's
bed-
birthday every day.
Right.
It's someone's birthday every day.
Let's do this. They
So
can
is
borrow
that
my
good or bad
birthday,
news?
June 21. So let's
I
just
went
say
to go
that.
reply to the email, and the email didn't work.
What the crap's
So-
going on with this,
Oh
Annie?
my gosh.
Annie,
Well,
we'll
how
send you
old are these? Are these like years old?
Oh, this one's from 2016.
this email's from
Oh,
2016.
Yeah.
Well, then,
Of
yeah.
course, the
Dude,
the
that's 10
email
years
doesn't
old.
work anymore,
Yeah,
brother.
that makes sense.
What
Who
is
keeps
it?
their emails longer than 10 years?
Okay,
Not me.
this one's from last. Oh, this one's from a month ago.
Okay, good.
Oh,
That's even
heck
better.
yeah.
That's
Okay,
way better.
There's a lot of
Welcome.
caps. We got 2 more. A lot of caps, and I see some
I don't
language.
like yelling.
Okay.
I see some language. I'm going to try and be very good.
Yeah, try to censor it.
Yeah.
Boy bosses. My story is so crazy, it literally can't be told. Okay,
Okay.
let's just let's just move
Episode's
on.
over, I guess.
Episode, whatever. I was
Okay.
living in my Grammy's Lanai, going to Full Sail for computer.
Wait, so they're telling us the story?
Yeah. I was working. Hey,
They're
shout
telling
out
us the
Full
story
Sail.
that can't be
Start
told.
over. Go back to that line again.
I was living in my
Yeah. Where?
I was living at my Grammy's Lanai.
Is that screen room?
I was
That's
living
it?
at
You're living on the
Lanai,
porch?
going to Full Sail for computer graphics.
All right, buddy.
I was working on a fun project called Cowboys and Indians. Well, my 85-year-old highly religious Grammy was doing my laundry, and she bumped my computer. It
my
opened
God.
Cowboy and Indians title screen, which I was working on in Black Magic.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Sadness x 1,000 equals me. Why? Question mark.
Is this a Tumblr post? Like, what is going on, dude?
Well, her church just did a
Sadness
lock-in
x
where they wait. Her church just did a lock-in where they taught her how the devil uses word trickery. So she went to the lock-in
How old is she?
at
This is
95.
kind of cool.
Oh,
Okay.
remember Monster Energy 666 lady?
Right.
She was the guest speaker.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh
man.
my
she's,
gosh,
she's cool,
yeah.
dude.
So
That's
Mia
awesome.
Abuela basically threw everything away once she interpreted the devil's word trickery.
Right.
Obviously, Cindians got her going.
Yeah.
Then Black Magic didn't help.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what gets me is her getting stuck on FX.
She doesn't like
FX?
the phrase FX.
I guess
like,
the words
uh-huh.
FX. I don't remember the words FX ever coming up.
Huh.
Naturally, I have a lot of stuff with those words on it. She explained that the X is known to mean Christ and F is the F word.
Oh wow. Okay. So
So
she's
she
this
saw-
is like a religion.
She
yeah.
saw
so-
she saw F word
X.
Christ.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
On
Yeah.
all my
Whoa,
stuff
that is
and-
offensive, actually.
Yeah, for
flips.
sure,
Think
for
about
sure.
that.
Is this real? How do I bring her back to reality and get my stuff back?
Yeah.
Poison? Question mark.
Yeah.
Putterless
Oh.
Paul.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So what's this
Does
FX on
FX
it?
mean that?
What
Does
is
FX
FX?
mean that?
Yeah, I don't think it means that. I understand the offense, right? If that's how she received it, and I don't want to, offend anybody's faith.
Is that the right way to receive it, though? Speak to that.
Well, that's a great way to rephrase it. It's not the right way to receive it.
What is Black Magic?
Black Magic is a type of camera, and there's
Yeah, I don't know how
also
you're making a
Okay.
graphic on it.
well,
Is there software that runs
No
Black
wonder this
Magic?
guy's going to college.
well,
Oh, he
and
probably saw his camera said Black Magic. You know, she threw that.
you guys are focusing on
Right,
different
but he
parts
said
than,
he's
than
working
I'm.
on
Okay,
Black
okay,
Magic.
I'm
sorry,
concerned
yeah.
about Cowboy and Cindians because that
Oh.
we've been in the industry for a
Yeah.
long time. I've never heard that phrase before. I don't know
It
what
has,
it
a
never
even
heard
title,
either
it
of
has a
those.
title screen, so I'm guessing it's like a video game, maybe.
some sort of like
Okay,
one of those
and
browser-based games that
Cindians,
you play on eBombs World or like Newgrounds.
Now, if you had to pick a side, would you be a Cowboy or a Cindian?
Well,
Oh,
what if we do
Cindian all
this?
day. Are you kidding me?
What if we Putterless Paul? You guys send us the game.
His name's Puddleless Paul.
Putterless Paul.
Putterless Paul.
send us the game, and then we'll
Yes,
keep talking
no
about it.
putter.
But for now,
Yeah, Paul, reach out, brother. Let us know.
Yeah.
And we
It
do
just
want to help you.
autocompletes
sorry about
Cowboys
laughing about
and
you going to
Indians.
Full Sail.
No, I'm not laughing at Full Sail. I was laughing
Not at
about
that,
the
no.
Grandma's Lanai. I mean, look, and just the whole Chowboy and
uncomfortable place.
Cindians. It's
Full Sail was like the first
Cowboy.
college my brother wanted to go to. So it's always
That's
just
what
like
everybody
in my,
wants to go
it's
to. They
always
got
just like
good
in my
ads.
brain because like you can just play video games all the time.
I yeah,
I
I,
don't know about that.
I will say I know a fellow who went to Full Sail and it was pricey and what he was
unemployed right
and what
now.
he was taught there I don't think was worth where it was at. But then I went to
That's just-
Southeastern.
that's
So
just like
I went to
Cowboys
South, well, who am I? I
Indians,
can't
dude.
talk. I went to
I learned
Southeastern. So, I
nothing
mean, yeah.
at Southeastern.
Right, same. Thank you. So
So yeah, play this Paul. Send us your game, and then we'll talk more about you.
that's so funny.
Oh
maybe-
yeah, we don't got any advice.
Dude,
Maybe
that hurt-
just wait
that-
for
that
your
made my
gra-
heart
your
feel
grandma
good.
maybe
to
hug your
pass.
grandma and move out the lanai.
Yeah, I needed that laugh, dude. I don't know why that got me so good.
All right, here we go. This one's
Paul,
from
Thanks for listening to our show.
this one's from an hour ago. Hey,
Oh,
quick one for
shit.
you. My name is Esmond. Yes, Desmond without the D.
That's cool.
Even though
I
there's
didn't ask.
another D at the end of my name. Anyways, I hope you got your jokes out because I'm 11.
Okay.
Just kidding, I'm 43.
Huh?
Anyways, how do y'all go about ordering from the ice cream truck? When I hear the jingle, obviously I want to go run out there, but then the ice
Of
cream
course, yeah.
man and all the neighbors will think, there goes Fatso McGee.
Yeah.
What's y'all's
Okay.
advice? Walk me through your
All
ice
right.
cream game plan.
I can do
Thanks.
this.
I think
Esmond?
Esmond's actually 11. I think he's lying about being 43.
Can I
Just
help out
kidding.
here?
Putting that
43.
out there, I think it's a trial. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Josh.
There's a balance because you don't want to be too eager because
Right.
then the ice cream man knows like double the price.
Oh,
Right?
That's
it's like
good,
you,
dude.
You see a
Yeah.
white guy in a foreign land.
Yeah.
He's buying tapas.
Jack that
On
price.
Cinco de
up.
Mayo, I got charged.
100%.
I got charged double at a taco truck.
They didn't know.
Yeah.
They didn't
And
know I was Asian.
When
They
it,
didn't-
when it goes by, like if you do the chase, that's like triple the price.
yeah, you're right, dude.
Because
you like wait for it to stop.
So you think
Yeah.
Esmond without the D is really a 43-year-old
Yeah,
man?
yeah. Well, he could be a 42-year-old man, as myself is.
So,
And I like to time it and meet the ice cream truck because it's like I don't need
Yeah.
you, but you're here. Like I go to the mailbox.
You pretend to
when
be getting the
ice cream
mail.
truck-
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And then I go, "What's this cash I got?"
Yeah.
well, they say card now, allegedly,
Wow,
or so I've
I don't
heard.
know. And then I get the screwball because I want that gumball at the bottom, baby.
Mm.
Let me
You
tell
guys know
Esmond.
what
Let
I'm
me tell
talking
Esmond a
about.
story real fast. Esmond, about 6 months ago, my daughter came inside, and I had just taken some medicine. I was tired.
Because
I
she
picked-
lives outside.
My
Right.
daughter lives outside
On the
in
lanai.
the lanai. And I had taken some NyQuil at about 2 p.m. because I just wanted to go to bed. I was done with the day. And as it
At
was,
2 p.m.
yeah,
Wait, what was
It has
wrong?
a- it was
clocking
tough-
out.
it was a tough first day, man. September 11th,
Yeah.
I genuinely was very out of it. And my daughter runs in, and all I hear,
Yeah.
hand to God,
Yeah.
is there's an ice cream truck, and we accidentally hit it. That's all I heard. So my brain is thinking my children and their friends have damaged this ice cream truck.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
And she goes, "What do we
Neighborhood
do?"
bullies.
And a good friend of ours was here, a family
Apologize.
friend. I handed the good family friend my Amex, and I said, "Just go take care of it." Because I'm in my head, I'm
Okay.
thinking there's something
This is
going
a
like
flex.
this is something going on with this truck.
This is a flex.
It's gonna
Luke.
pay
This
for
is known
car
as a
repair right
flex.
there.
I don't know, dude.
No, he's
I
gonna
had-
buy the whole ice cream
I
truck.
just
on
took
Yeah.
NyQuil. I wasn't thinking clearly, and it
Yeah.
turns out
I
that
don't think you were thinking clearly before because you took NyQuil at 2 p.m.
Well, yeah, that's
you
true,
don't
too,
know
yeah.
what my day was like before that. And they brought back ice cream.
I
is what
probably
I'm
do.
saying.
Wake up at 10 a.m.
Oh, they brought you ice cream.
Whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
they said we're gonna hit up the ice cream truck.
Right. So I thought they meant like this is serious.
Uh,
So
Yeah, we
Esmond, I would
physically
say, Josh can answer better than I could, but I would say, no shame in your game, man. Enjoy what you enjoy. Get there as fast as you want to, man. Because what's important is that you like it and that you get it, man.
Yes.
Forget what anybody else says about that or how they look at you, whatever, man. That's not important. How you feel about yourself is important, Esmond. So, and I'm saying that because I believe Esmond's younger than what he's saying. That's why I'm saying that.
I feel like you
Oh,
got
he's
made
6
fun of
years
one
old.
time and you're trying to say
I got
that.
made fun of my whole life. But
whole life.
I know
Look
you
at it.
tripped and fell going to the ice cream
We
truck.
still are making fun of him.
so because I wore wheelies, and so I would like get a head start and
Yeah, this
And,
is
like, go-
the cheap version of Heelys. They had the wheel on the front.
Just duct taped a wheel.
yeah, for
really thin.
sure.
So those are our letters we got. Feel free to send us some more.
Please do.
Desmond,
Yeah.
Esmond. We hope to
Yes,
hear
with
from
a
you.
D.
yeah.
Send us your Cowboys and Cindians.
Are you
Yeah.
sure there's a D on the end? Is it Esmond?
Esmond.
Yeah, he said.
Oh, okay.
Remember,
yeah,
because Esmond without the D.
He said
Even
D
though-
at the end, not at the start. Yeah.
Even though there's 2 Ds.
Oh.
Come on. So I wanted to celebrate the ending of our 12 episode long table read of Point Break.
Wow.
Thank God it's done.
Thank God it's
There
done.
were some tears that were shed.
We laughed.
Oh, it's
we
13.
cried. 13 episodes,
Yeah.
Luke said.
And I didn't even know what happened. I never made it through the movie.
For 3 months, we've been reading 10 minutes at a time the entire script of the hit 90s classic Point Break with
I'm
Keanu Reeves.
still not sure
Yeah.
who was Utah and who was.
I think
Oh, I was Utah. You ready?
most of the
Okay.
time,
Hey,
Luke, yeah,
Watch out, booty.
Josh
Me,
was Utah, I was Bodie, and a lot of special appearances for different guest characters and stuff. And so
Yeah, Roach and
I think the plan is to release this in its entirety, so you can watch Point Break with our voiceover, and that's going to be a very special
with the
project.
AMC. I think they're
AMC is
participating.
showing it, and I think
Yeah.
most drive-ins are showing it.
Get on
Yeah.
the AMC A-lister right now.
Get on it. So what I did was I went and I found some headlines, some bonus headlines that basically show what Point Break would be like if it took place in Florida. And I've only
This is why you submitted the thing for overtime.
you got it. And
Okay.
Josh denied my overtime pay.
I did. Oh, I didn't know you were working on this.
Yeah, and so I've got 2 bonus headlines here that I feel like really capture the presence of Point Break had it been filmed and in
Cool.
Florida. And these are real headlines, I should say. Okay, so just gonna start here, and we're gonna talk about a bank robbery because in Point Break,
Love it.
the ex-presidents, that was the name of the gang, and they would wear these masks where they would wear like it was like JFK, it was Ronald Reagan, it was FDR.
Name them all.
It was Truman, it was Eisenhower, and then I believe
And
we
Ruth
had
Bader
an
Ginsburg.
H.W. Bush, possibly. And they were called the ex-presidents. They would rob banks to fund their surfing habit. This bank robber in Florida watched Point Break, and he got the idea
Oh,
to do something similar.
Okay.
And he goes into a bank. This is on the afternoon of February 2nd, 2022. He goes to a credit
Whoa.
union in DeLand, Florida. And he is wearing a Sonic the Hedgehog mask. That's the best he could do. That's the most he can come up with.
it's not bad. What month is it? Is it
You said February
February?
2nd, 2022.
okay?
Yeah.
So he might have got it on deal.
222.
222.
Angel numbers?
No
Wait a
way.
second.
2222.
Whoa.
Because it's February 2, 2022. That's kind of
Hold
cool,
on.
dude.
Math.
Yeah, angel numbers. So Sonic the Hedgehog comes in wearing this mask. Immediately is like,
Well,
hey,
Sonic's
everybody-
not wearing a mask of himself. The
no,
guy's
this
wearing a
fella
mask of
is
Sonic.
wearing a mask of
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Sorry about that. But he's not carrying a gun like the ex-presidents did in Point Break. He's
Sonic would.
carrying a hammer, a claw hammer
That's
in his
scary.
hand.
Okay.
It's to me scarier than a gun, if I'm being honest with you, because it
Yeah.
takes
What's
a
his reach though? Because if he's like under 5 foot, I'm not worried.
true. If he's got a wingspan of an eagle, then you're concerned, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Condor.
yeah, right.
But if you got a pigeon, no.
Well, and here's the thing: the disguise kind of creates this contrast between the seriousness of what's happening and
Yeah.
the bank teller's response to what's happening, because he comes in with this hammer and goes, give me all your money, everybody get on the ground, and the bank
Hammer
teller,
in hand, mask on face, like
Sonic
from
the
the
Hedgehog.
entrance.
oh yeah, he walks in mask on,
Oh well, then we know something's up.
right, but the bank teller laughs at him because. I think maybe it's nervous laughter, but it's like, okay, we're being
Yeah.
robbed, but the guy's dressed like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. Big
And
Knuckles
so-
fan.
Here's the thing, though, dude. So the suspect demands the cash, but then the employees, they don't hand over the money immediately because they're like,
They
no.
hand over gold rings.
Exactly. 100%. Or the cops tackle him and all the coins come out of his pocket. Yeah. So but the employees go, no. And he's like, I'm not kidding around. This is a robbery. And he holds the
Okay.
hammer higher and he goes, give me all your money. And the employees go, we're not going to do that. And we just called the
Yeah,
cops.
I can just back up.
Well, and in the movies, when they hit the silent alarm, it's silent for a reason. You don't want the bank robbers to know the cops are
It's
coming,
under there,
apparently.
yeah.
And they tell this bank robber the cops are coming. And he turns around and doesn't believe the bank tellers. He was like, nah, I don't think so. Give me your money. I'm calling your bluff.
That's concerning.
Well, as he basically gives up and decides that he's not going to take any money from them.
Immediately.
He gives up, and when he goes to leave, the cops pull up, And this guy in
How
full
did they know it's him?
character, well, I guess the mask. And this guy in full character, he outruns the cops, which I think is
that
kind of
fits.
funny.
That fits.
I think
Yeah,
that's kind
that
of funny
fits.
because it's like, okay, like you're dressed like Sonic the Hedgehog, you try to rob a bank, you get
You better be fast.
shoot away, and then you outrun the cops. I'm like, okay, at this point, I'm annoyed, but when you outrun the cops, I'm like, okay, that's kind of funny.
Up until that point, I was ready to dog on him. Like,
Right.
bro just
Yeah.
got denied when he tried to rob a bank.
It's
Yeah.
it's the equivalent of going in for a kiss and them turning away. Like
Yeah.
you go to rob a bank and
very
they're just like,
similar.
no. Like, what
Especially
do you
at
mean?
the kissing booth. You go to the kissing booth and get
Then
denied.
get denied.
Oh,
Oof.
that yeah.
Paid for it.
I paid for this,
Yeah.
sir. Yeah, so he gets away. Now, it does say here in the article that they did eventually catch him. But I think kudos to the fella who showed up to the bank
He
robbery
chose the right mask.
dressed like 100%.
You think
dude.
so?
He knew.
Yeah.
I think so. I
You
think
think
he
that
knew.
made him faster? Like he didn't want to break the lore of
He
Sonic?
tapped into like his inner
Yeah.
Sonic.
Had he wore the
spirit.
Tails mask, they would have just jumped him. You know what I mean? Like the employees would have jumped him. I think no one respects Tails. I don't think out of the Sonic
Because
characters.
you know where the tails go.
Exactly, 100%. And then a secondary one here, a little treat. Again, a major part of
That one
Point.
was a treat.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
saying that. A major part of Point Break is surfing, right? The bank robbers robbed the bank to fund their
Yes,
surfing
Hang
habits.
10, brother.
Well, that's the discrepancy, right?
Yeah.
Because up until and we're not going to spoil anything, but they don't harm anybody. They don't believe in harming anybody.
Not
They-
intentionally.
Not intentionally. They never fire their guns. They just want money
Banks
to
are
go
unsure.
surfing. That's it. We just want to go surfing
The American way.
the American way, man.
Yeah.
And so, had this happened in Florida, what would it look like? And I found this
Ooh.
article that I thought was quite interesting. It was actually more recent. It was a year and a half ago, and it happened in Volusia County, Florida. And authorities responded to an emergency call, multiple emergency calls at New Smyrna Beach, which we've been there before.
Okay, been there.
Nice
Yeah.
little beach.
I have
Nice
not.
little beach.
It's a nice beach. New Smyrna is very
you got to
nice.
get out there.
But
I
there's
guess so.
there's great surf at New Smyrna. I will say that.
Apparently.
Like 3 or 4 feet overheads on average. It's a good surfing spot in Florida.
It'll wreck you.
It will. And so these agents, they respond. These cops, they respond. Again, multiple 911 calls from the beach. And they say a lot of these calls are saying there's a guy here surfing. He's surfing inappropriately. He's
Come
in our.
on. How's that?
He's kind of in our way, and that's when you
Is
kind
he
of
doing
deduce.
X crotch?
Well, that's what I thought maybe. But that's when you realize a lot of the folks who are calling and complaining, they're making the 911 calls, are surfers. Other surfers are calling the cops and going, "There's a guy out here disturbing our surf. He's in."
Surfers are usually pretty tough.
100%. That dude, exactly. They're very tough and they're tribal. They're territorial. So they
Yeah.
don't like someone else out there. So the cops get out there, and what they find.
Hold on. They're tough, but they aren't confronting the man themselves. They're calling
And
the
That's a
cops.
great point.
And they're calling the cops.
That's
Yeah.
a great
Dad.
Hold
point,
on a
actually.
second.
These
That's a dad move.
These are baby surfers in a way. But let me just say how this guy was surfing. The guy got a pretty good hefty start in his Chevy
As
S10,
you do. Oh,
and he ran through multiple barriers to get onto the beach in his Chevy S10. He goes
Okay.
to the shoreline where the waves are breaking in his Chevy S10, and he
Well.
does something to the gas pedal, maybe puts a brick on it or something,
cool.
and he climbs out and gets in the back of the truck bed and starts like surfing in the break in his Chevy S10. In front of all
my
these
style
surfers.
may be different.
Right, and that's what we're getting
One more
to.
time, what was the car?
Chevy S10.
Chevy S10. Yeah.
Now the Chevy S10.
Medium
no,
pickup truck.
Now here's what I find confusing. Why
Yeah.
would that not come up in the 911 call? Why would you call the cops and go, "He's ruining our break. He's ruining our surf today."
Well, I think cops like surprises.
You think so?
You don't
So-
want to ruin it. Spoil the lead. What do they call it?
You want to bury the lead, so you don't want to. I guess you could say uncover the lead is what you would.
For
the
so
cops.
the cops get here and they're like, "Where's this guy that's bullying people?"
Well, and here's the thing. By the time they got
That's his
there,
truck.
he had fallen out of his truck. He
course.
wasn't a good surfer, so he fell out of the truck. And the truck, because he had done something to the gas pedal to make it go, it kind of turns
going.
into the break, into the waves, and then the ocean, Mother Nature herself, stops the truck, so it's no longer a threat to anybody.
Okay.
And then the cops show up, and this
Yeah.
guy's just kind of laying. You ever take a bad wipeout, and you're laying there, and the brake is breaking over you, right? They're crashing over you because you're embarrassed and you're hurt. The cops found him just laying there on the shore, kind of just the waves crashing around this
Okay.
man, while his Chevy S10 is flipped over in the ocean. And they
Well,
ask
you've
him.
been frustrated by a vehicle before.
I
and
have
its
been.
Performance.
Yes, sir, I have been. Yes.
Frustrated enough to drive it in the ocean?
Never.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. I don't know what caused the. And here's the thing. We only have one side of the story. We don't know what caused
course.
this gentleman to decide to surf his Chevy S10.
Maybe just because it's
Yeah.
cool.
That's what
Maybe it
I'm
was a
leaning
dare.
towards.
Ooh.
Oh, a double dog dare, maybe that would.
Yeah.
Couldn't
I mean,
back
'cause
out of
that's-
it.
a double dog dare or
Yeah.
triple dare. I think you have to
Yep.
do so.
You
Well,
can't
I
back
think
out of a
like the
triple dog
Impractical
dare.
Jokers, it's like the same thing. Like you don't take a challenge, you got to do this.
That could be it. And I want
Was
to
it
say,
Murr?
well, I think if you are trying to do something controversial, like surf a truck in front of real surfers, you
Yeah,
better
yeah.
bet your bottom dollar that you can't fall out. Because if you fall out of that, it's like, well, now you're
embarrassing, yeah.
humiliated. That's the worst thing you could
Yeah.
possibly do. And so the cops arrest him. They take him in, and when they ask him, "Sir, what possessed you to drive this truck down here?" He said, "What can I say?" This is a quote by the man. "What can I say? I love the beach, and I wanted to get here as fast as possible, and I got a little too excited." That's what he said. I got a little too excited and decided to drive onto
Checks
the beach
out. Honestly,
and surf my
checks
truck
out.
into the
Respect.
beach, man.
I almost drove my
Respect.
car onto the beach. I get so excited.
There you go. See?
So-
Oh, yeah. Well, you got a Jeep, so
Well, not anymore.
Well, tell him what you got
you
now.
got an Audi.
Yeah, that's right.
And she gets on
Yeah.
she gets on the
Sports
FAMAFA
car.
mic and immediately upgrades to an Audi. And it's like,
upgrades.
let me get rid of this.
I make the big bucks.
Let me get rid of
now,
this
man.
Jeep and jump on this Audi over
Yeah.
here, bro. That's all I got, man. But I wanted to. I thought it would be special for us to remind our
That is
listeners
special.
that we have not been doing Point Break for our own joy. It's for you all. We want you to listen and to
pay.
watch. Yeah, we want you to pay $100 a piece to
pay-
watch
The paying people.
Patreon with, Point Break with our voiceover, and I think that would be something
Yeah.
very special for you.
You said it's at AMC drive-ins or the local Nordstrom.
Yes, that's where you can
Rack,
watch it.
I believe.
And then after a couple of years, we're going to put it on Hulu probably, and all the
Yeah,
other streaming
Vivo
services. Yeah.
yeah,
What was
Crunchyroll.
Tubi? What's the one
Tubi
that's
continues.
that the religious folks use, where it's like they block all the
Got
cussing.
TV?
Got TV.
Got-
We're putting this on Hallmark?
Hallmark is what we're looking to put
Yeah?
this on.
Mark,
So
yeah, for Lacey
you can watch it there.
Chabert.
My mom will see it.
oh, that's awesome,
Yeah.
dude! Yay.
Okay.
That's a new
Nice.
demo we're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, moms. So episode 380 complete here. I mean, in
Yeah.
the next 10 seconds, it's going to be over.
Yeah,
Josh,
Emily,
10,
better say what you need to
9,
say quick.
8,
Emily, this is your
7,
chance. Go ahead.
6,
Hurry.
5,
What?
4.
Utah, give me 2.
Point Break.
Adios, amigo.
Exterior plane, Utah without a parachute, but carrying a very large gun, rockets downward. 300 feet below him is Bodie, free falling in a spread eagle position. Wham! Utah slams into Bodie in a midair tackle.
Pull the parachute.
Bodie looks at the gun, looks at Utah, grins wildly.
Pretty radical, Johnny. Even for you. Why don't you pull it?
No games, Bodie. Pull the cord now.
Nah, you pull it.
Utah looks down, the earth is rushing at them.
Go on, Johnny. Pull it. But you got to drop the gun first, right? You use your other hand. What you going to hold the gun with?
Pull it right now, or I'll blow your head off.
Well, that's the only way it's going to happen, man. Do it. Come on. You want to do it. You're going to die, Johnny. 5 more seconds. 4.
1,000 feet.
You crazy? Pull it.
They're right in each other's faces, taking it way beyond the edge. Bodie's eyes are wild, a gleeful adrenaline madness. His pupils are the entrance to
3
hell.
seconds. 2 seconds. 1.
Darn.
Yeah, it was a.
Darn not.
Can you give me like another word? Because
Damn fuck.
okay, well, I was trying to censor that one. So
Bulls.
okay, perfect. Utah flings the castle away and pulls the ripcord so hard he almost loses his grip anyway.
Whoa.
The canopy cracks out. Whap! Utah and Bodie hit hard. They slam to the ground, slowed by the parachute. Nearby, Roach hits the ground, limp as a rag doll.
Oh, no.
Utah and Bodie are both completely still as the dust clears. Utah looks around, blinking. Bodie staggers to his feet and grins at him.
Wild ride, huh?
Jesus Christ, Bodie.
Utah tries to rise and grabs his knee in agony.
That pesky knee, huh? Too bad.
Josh can get like a
My knee.
A big 4x4 roars towards them. Utah blinks through the sweat and pain at Tyler running towards him out of the dust. She kneels next to him, puts her arms around him. Bodhi limps to the truck.
You had me worried there for a second, Johnny U.
Johnny touches Tyler's face tenderly, leaving a smear of blood. He gives her a wan version of the Johnny Utah grin. The truck drives off into the sunset. Dissolved to an enormous wave, an unfamiliar beach laid waste by monster waves under a storm sky. 1 year later.
Whoa.
Interior lighthouse pub day.
Gonna close early today, mate, before the bloody storm hits.
Johnny Utah, tan in the face, is barely recognizable. Jaws hidden underneath a slight beard. Long bleach out hair swept behind an ear. His muscular shoulder popped from his sleeveless football jersey. The man seems deadly focused.
Hey, storm's already here, mate. It's bringing me the swell. Sorry, I
Johnny's-
picked up your accent.
Johnny stares into his drink. Another blast of cold as the front door opens. Johnny turns at the sound. Tyler takes a step inside.
Johnny, they're here.
They exit into daylight under an old wooden sign which reads Lighthouse Pub, Bells Beach, Australia. Utah and Tyler walk out on the roadway as several Australian police cars converge on them.
Do you see him, Mr. Utah?
Nah, but he's here.
Now look, I know you used to be a federal agent up in the States and all that,
Yep.
but you're a citizen now, mate. So just find him and we'll handle it from there.
No problem. Just give me a couple minutes with him first.
Johnny limps out across the huge expanse of sand alone. Exterior Bells Beach, walls of solid water 5 stories high crash straight down in a holocaust of spray, rising up from the ocean to meet a tormented sky. Roll the most terrifying waves any surfers ever seen. They close out, pummeling the ocean floor, casting a shock wave. Surfers gather on the sand, gaze out to the sea.
Jesus almighty. The bloody sands are shaking.
The beach sounds like a motor range. Johnny passes among the bras.
Totally closed down. It's death on a stick.
Suddenly, it's Bodhi, sitting cross-legged in the sand, arms folded around his knees. Utah's been focused on him the entire time.
I knew you wouldn't miss the 50-year storm, Bodhi.
It's a little loud. So I think
I knew you wouldn't
there you
miss the 50-year storm, Bodhi.
go. Bodhi smiles. Utah sits behind his prey and stares at the ocean.
And I always knew I could count on you, Agent Utah.
I'm not FBI anymore.
You never were.
I asked them to give me a couple of minutes.
Utah calmly glances over his shoulder. Bodhi follows Johnny's gaze to the cops watching from the road.
It went bad, bruh. Real bad. I just felt it was time.
A booming roar sounds from the ocean. Can I get one, Josh? Bodhi just stares at the waves with awe and perhaps fear.
Time to dance with the universe. I could never handle a jail cell. You'll do this for me, won't you, Johnny? Haven't I earned this much?
Utah doesn't move to stop him as he stands hefting the longboard. He walks, smiles, then turns around towards the water. Then turns towards the water and starts walking. He stops, turns around.
Thanks, bruh.
Bodhi turns to walk away.
Bodhi!
Bodhi stops in his track but doesn't look back.
You complete me!
Bodhi remains still.
You had me at hello, bruh.
Bodhi doesn't wait for a reply. He walks into the water's edge and never looks back. Utah stands solemnly and waits for the universe to deliver final justice. Bodhi is nothing more than a speck as he shoots across the lip of the colossal wave, carving the board downward. Utah remains pensive, eyes fixed on the rideless surf. Johnny finally turns towards his woman, curls an arm around her shoulder.
He wrote it all the way down.
Camera pulls back up, rising high above their heads as liquid vertical walls continue to hammer the Australian shore.
Wow.
Way down upon this one,